Greetings. In this lesson, we're going to look at my version of the Tai Chi lessons of martial arts. It's my version, how I understand it, and how I created it. Before we get into lessons of Tai Chi, we must understand in the martial art world, or boxing types of art, the faster you are in movement, as long as you can score, the more chance you have in survival. But there are different types of speed, as I explained in my previous clips. Okay, so look into it. One type of speed is speed of the mind, which basically means if you're slowing your reaction of movement, as in kicking, cursing, punching, or whatever technique, and you're slowing the movement, you can pick up speed, but the speed of the mind by seeing openings quickly and reacting quicker in the mind, rather than in the movement. For example, someone's going to throw a punch, is going to go 1, 2. In speed of movement, as he's going 1, 2, I might see on the 2, strike faster than him and hit him before he can finish off the 2 at the point of the second 1, 2 position. Speed of the mind will be 1, 2, but I might be slower in the reaction. As in movement is concerned, but I see the opening as soon as he does the first movement, 1, and strike. By the time I strike some pose, I strike in the second count, much a little bit faster in completing the second count and score before that person, which is the same kind of speed as in fast, but a different type of speed. So we're going to look into that. In Tai Chi, what I've invented is you've got to understand the speed of movement is one of the most important things that you can ever achieve, but so is everything else in the martial art or boxing type of arts. In order to get speed of movement, you have to have everything else too. There's no use running really fast and throwing a kick unless you can be balanced, unless you've got control, because if you're not balanced, you're going to fall on your ass and it's not going to be effective. If you haven't got the martial art ability, something's going to go wrong, or most likely, and you're going to miss the target or whatever, and the speed's not going to be effective. But if you've got everything else in the martial arts, then the speed will be effective. So what this Tai Chi lesson does, concentrates on a lot of things in the martial arts and everything, but especially in the speed of the mind. So by sacrificing speed of movement in this particular training, you will concentrate in the big mind to develop speed of the mind. And once that class is over, you can go into the martial art class and practice speed of movement to balance things out, or other types of speed and other types of martial art. So the first thing is that you have slow moves. The idea is to move slowly in speed of movement, okay, which is very slow. And the technique is slow, but to be fast in the mind. So when you're shadow boxing, for example, and just going to attack, you try to strike there with the speed of the mind. Of course, this can be speeded up, okay, once you master it. Okay, so you come out this way, and you come down this way, you come around this way. And of course, if you can't do it slowly, how in the world are you going to do it fast? In the martial arts, we do mean speed of movement, but you have to understand that you have to be able to do it slowly first with balance and control before you can, move up to the next level and do it faster and faster until you reach the highest goal of speed. The problem with martial arts is they stop at one point and then don't bother about training for speed. Okay, and they think, as the speed of movement, they think that by the slow actions they can be fast any time in combat. This is not the case unless there's some sort of supernatural power that they have. But being a natural person, this doesn't happen unless you practice the movement. Sure, speed of the mind could be there if you practice excuse me, good enough. The speed of movement will lack, and in the martial arts you need everything to be balanced, including speed of movement. So by training your boxing types of martial arts in the form of Tai Chi, slow movements, flowing energy, flowing with the flow, okay, just flowing, okay. From there, as you practice that for many hours, you can add another session on your training once a week or once a day, depending on how much time you have, okay, and practice speed of movement. I showed you that in one form of art. That way you cover every topic. So the idea, for example, you can do fast movements if you have to, or Or if you want, for example, if you do, if you come like this, for example, half fast, half slow, okay, and just experiment with that. The idea is not to talk. I'm talking because I'm teaching. The idea is to concentrate and imagine your opponent's there, and you're using the speed of the mind. From there, like I said, once you have learned by speed of the mind and speed of movement, you can combine the two together. So if you use speed of the mind with speed of movement now. Although this will take a lot of practice out of it, which may be explained sometime in the future. Okay? So there's other types of speed, like speed of the beat, for example. You concentrate like that in Tai Chi. It's the same thing as speed of the mind, kind of like. Yeah, what it is. Okay? A person comes in with a technique, beating to the technique. The difference between speed of the mind in what I'm trying to explain, I don't know about other people's version, but my version, and speed of the beat is that with the beat you beat the opponent to the punch. So he's trying to punch, you come with a kick here. Or he's trying to kick, you come into his guard, so he's, or around, so he's missed you on the side, and you've struck with a punch in his stomach or in his head. So he's trying to kick this way, and you're in this position, okay? So as you're trying to kick, you move to the side, and you come in with a punch or kick into the other knee, or knee or elbow. So you move in. That's beating the person to the punch or the kick, where speed of the mind may be that, if the thought is there, but it could also mean that, for example, you start a punch, and with your mind, you've blocked it, and then you strike. Or before he can strike, you beat him to it, to the speed of the mind. For example, it's trying to kick and you move out the way slowly, but move fast enough with the mind, not with the movement. Okay? Whereas the movement is trying to punch and you're fast enough to move out the way, but your mind was slow. Combining the two will mean you'll be twice as fast. Hello?